Welcome along to Motorhome TV, and now we're going to have a quick catch-up interview with motorhomer and snowboarder Joe Kay. And Joe, we met you before when you were preparing to go to the French Alps.
Yeah,
you're back now. Did you have a good time?
Had an amazing time, thanks. Yeah, sad to be home.
Ah,
yeah, we really enjoyed it.
So you got some good snowboarding in.
Great snowboarding. Yeah, probably the most snow they've had since '81, I think. So it was amazing. Really, really good.
Brilliant. Now we want to focus on this interview about how the motorhome performed and the living conditions in what were actually quite extreme conditions. You experienced temperatures of -15, I believe.
Yeah.
Were you still warm and snug in the van?
Absolutely toasty. That's fine. Yeah. The van had a diesel heater, blown air system. It had a thermostat on it. We just left it on the whole time. And every time it got below 8 degrees, it would kick in, and then obviously we'd come in the evenings, turn that up, and yeah, we were t-shirts within a couple of minutes, so it was fine.
I think a lot of people think that motorhomes, maybe they're a bit chilly, maybe they're a bit damp, but you didn't find that at all, did you?
Not at all. No, I mean, it's like having a little mini chalet on wheels. It was fine, and you know, the best thing about it was that if the conditions weren't great in that resort, just put the snow chains on, move resort, go somewhere else, and it was fantastic. Because
you were actually in an area where there was a lot of avalanche warnings, weren't you? So you were able to move into the areas that were still operational. Yeah,
well, I mean, you know, different resorts are good in different weather conditions. If it's sunny, it's great to be in one place, but that place isn't so good if you're in a bit of a blizzard. So we had some really bad weather. We went lower down, went into the trees where we could see more, and we got some good footage. Maybe the people at home will see some. Yes,
we are going to be editing Joe's video diaries, which will be coming up on Motorhome TV in the next few weeks, so we can watch out for those. But what about actually how the van behaved? Because you had snow, you had traction.
Yeah, snow chains.
Snow chains.
If you're out there, you need snow chains, and you know, a bit of an art to get on for the first couple of times. Once you get the hang of it, it's easy enough. But you can't be out there. It's actually a legal requirement to have them in the Alps. If it's snowing and you're going up the mountain, the police will be there stopping you and checking that you've got them. And as soon as there's more than sort of half a centimetre of snow on the road, you really need them. You need them to go anywhere. You just wouldn't get up the hill. But you put them on and you can drive around normally. You don't want to be going too fast.
Of course not.
But they're absolutely fine. So.
Now, Motorhome advocate the use of the Chausson motorhome, which is the one that you took the little 3-berth out with you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Were you pleased with how you were able to live in the motorhome over your holiday? Was it practical? Was it comfortable?
Yeah, very much so. The Chausson's got some great features on it that make it really good for the winter. All of the drains are all sort of boxed in, so nothing froze up. Yeah, we had brilliant showers. Heating worked fine. The diesel heating's great because it means you don't burn up too much gas. You know, we used one small 8-kilo gas for the entire 2 weeks and didn't even go through it. And I was really surprised about that. It was fantastic. Probably the best designed motorhome I've seen for the sort of winter that I've been in, and I've been doing it for 10 years. So
wow.
Really good.
Good testimony.
Yep.
So what would be, if you were to give one tip for somebody that was thinking of going motorhoming in these rather extreme and cold conditions, what would it be?
I would say if you want to move around like we were, you really need a generator. Because we were sort of staying in the free campsites. They don't have electric hookup, and you need to charge the van up every day or every other day at a minimum, especially if you're running your heating all the time. As soon as you lose power, you'd lose your heat. So you need to take a little generator just to keep the battery topped up.
Sure. And you also took some jerry cans of water, didn't you, so that you had constant access to the fresh water?
That's right. I mean, you could buy the tokens and use the campsite water every day, but if you've got a couple of sort of jerry cans of water, you can fill them up from any outside tap and then just fill your tank up for free, and it's, you know, you're putting alpine water straight in your tank. I mean, it's yeah, you have to pay money for that back home, so it's really good stuff. Just
one final question: at the end of the day, when you came back from your snowboarding, you obviously had damp. clothes and gear. Did you find that you were able to dry them off and so on in the van?
Well, what you can do once you've had your showers and everything, you can hang all your wet gear up in the shower unit, and it's yeah, everything's absolutely dry by the morning. Either that or in the front of the cab. You can also put it there, and you just hang it up in the van. It's so warm in there, it all just dries up. So it is a consideration. You can't live outside of your motorhome like you would in the summer. So sometimes the dashboard becomes a sort of a bit of a dumping ground for damp gear, and like I said, in the shower. But yeah, it's all absolutely fine. We never had wet gear by the morning, so
brilliant.
Works a treat.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that with us, and we'll be looking forward to Joe's video diaries that are going to come up on Motorhome TV very soon, and you'll be seeing all the action from, well, not all of the action, but a lot of the action from Joe's,
stuff that we can put
yes, from your holiday, which you kindly filmed for us, which I think will show how great Motorhome is as a snowboarding base.
I do.
So thank you for watching.
Thanks.